So we're here at the Saint Joseph's table. I'm Anthony Scilia, Tony Mangia, here with my good friend Angelo Castronovo. We are we're two Sicilians, and we're gonna try some of these amazing looking Saint Joseph Zeppole. So I know we did a little video a couple of days ago with the Saint Joseph Zeppole, but I'm not too sure where you know where they got these from, Ange? Do you?
No.
No? We're gonna just try them and see. So you see, it has a little cherry on top. This is I guess the cannoli cream, right?
Must have got them from Saint Joseph.
Maybe he made them.
Maybe.
So we were filming a little bit here with the Saint Joseph table. Tomorrow is the big day. It's a big day here at St. Gerard's Church in Patterson. The Santa Croce Camarina Society is having their 101st annual St. Joseph's Feast table. So it's tomorrow.
101st, huh?
101st. Imagine that. 1916 was the first one. 1916.
Were you there? I wasn't.
Maybe in spirit. I know. My wife's family was there at the first one 101 years ago. I'm not actually from Santa Croce Camarina. My family's from more north. And where's your family from in Sicily?
Palma di Montechiaro.
That's what, Agrigento.
All the way down the bottom.
Now, an interesting thing though, Saint Joseph is a patron saint of Sicily, but he's also I think he's a patron saint of Sicily, right? He definitely has a strong, deep roots in Sicily because back in, I guess, the Middle Ages, the medieval times, back in hundreds of years ago, there was the drought that decimated all the crops, and they prayed to Saint Joseph for a plentiful harvest, and Saint Joseph came through. But because this year, what Saint Joseph's Day is falling on a Sunday, it actually in the Universal Church, it's transferred. Because it's a solemnity. It's a solemnity, so yeah. It's transferred. Since you can't celebrate a solemnity on the Sunday, they transfer it to the Monday. So this year, obviously,
the 20th.
Tomorrow's the 19th. Monday is the 20th. So a lot of churches are having masses. I know St. Leo's in Elma Park is having a mass on. You know what time that mass is?
6 o'clock.
Oh, it's 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 6 o'clock on Monday. I think I might have said 7 when I posted it the other day. So 6 o'clock on Monday, St. Leo's Elma Park, and I think afterwards they're also going to have the Zeppole, the San Giuseppe from Maria's Bakery in Saddlebrook. Also, another big mass is going to be the one down in Newark at Our Lady of Mount Carmel with Monsignor Ambrosio, and that's going to be a beautiful mass. I believe it's going to be in the extraordinary form, which is they call it the Old Mass, the traditional Latin Mass. And if you've never seen you've seen a Latin Mass, right? Mm-hmm. Beautiful, right? Totally different than the mass that we're used to on a Sunday, but if you get a chance to experience it, I would say experience it. So I think that mass is at 7 p.m. Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church, Oliver Street, Ironbound section in Newark. We were actually just there yesterday, right? It was last time. I almost screw up with these days. My days are getting
Friday.
Yeah. So we went down for the fish fry, but unfortunately there was no fish fry last night. Next week they'll pick up with the fish fry. But we did attend the Stations of the Cross, and I really love that Monsignor uses the Alphonsus Liguori readings of the Stations of the Cross. Those are really, really beautiful and powerful readings of, because it is scripturally based.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I mean, there's so many different variations of the Stations of the Cross. Now at St. Leo's we kind of change it up every week. So every week it's a little different. I'm sure other parishes do it different ways. Now. Angelo was very involved back in the day at St. Leo's with the Passion Play, right?
Passion Play, yeah.
So if you've never seen a Passion Play, you should really check it out. Angelo, talk a little bit about what the Passion Play is and what you used to do back in the old days.
Well, we used to call it the Passion Play prayer. That's what we call it. Because to us it was a prayer, yeah. And we acted out all the different scenes of the Passion.
So it wasn't just a play, it was actually a prayerful representation.
People took it because there's no Mass on Good Friday. That this was a way of
being
in their devotion,
So what was the kind of explain what the if somebody never seen a Passion play, what would you have seen?
Well, we used to take place in the church. We did 2 showings on Good Friday in the evening, and can't remember what point it started because we changed it up a couple times, different scenes, But we acted out the whole Passion according to the Gospel. When the Last Supper we had, and the deal with Judas when he gave up the Lord, and all the way up to we had scenes with Caiaphas and the condemnation and Pilate and everything, all the way up to the crucifixion. And then we took he was the actor, but the Lord off the cross, and placed him in his mother's arms, and we had the living Pieta.
Really?
Yeah, it was beautiful. And then after, the final thing was the resurrection, and all the lights would come on, and
really?
The women would find him in the tomb.
I mean, I think it's something special to have these kind of devotions, because it's a shame that we lose them over time sometimes. We have to really try to continue.
The biggest thing is you don't have the people.
Yeah, that's what you need. You need the manpower, because I mean, you said it was a big production, right? You had how many people were involved in that?
Oh, it was quite a few. And we had to practice every Sunday. At least all through Lent we used to practice. Sometimes we started before. Every Sunday afternoon. It was a big commitment.
We were talking a little bit last night about how different parishes, especially the Passionists, had the big monastery down in
Union City.
And they used to do huge almost like Broadway show quality productions. And what was the one? Veronica's Veil. That was one of the ones that was based on the story and in how Veronica wiped the face of Christ, and his image was on the veil. But
my sister was Veronica in the Passion play.
Oh, really? She was? Yeah. Yeah, give a shout out to your sister. Maybe she's watching on Facebook.
Yeah, maybe.
So we're enjoying our St. Joe. We kind of went on a tangent there. We talked about the Passion, but of course, everything goes back to Christ. Everything, whether it's Saint Joseph, whether it's you talk about devotion to Mary, it all leads back to our blessed Lord.
Where would he have been without Saint Joseph?
Yeah. As you think about it, Saint Joseph was the one that. I mean, if you think about it, Saint Joseph said nothing. He was the absolutely no words came from Saint Joseph, but yeah, he had such a powerful role in our Lord's life. He was his foster father, obviously, but he actually taught. If you think about it, he taught Jesus a profession, right? He taught him a trade. To be I think what it's in Greek it's tekton, which is more than a carpenter. It's more
of a stoneworker.
Yeah, like almost like a general contractor.
Yeah.
So they but again, I mean, it's really amazing, and I think there's a legend that that Our Lady, the image of Our Lady of Czestochowa in Poland was painted by St. Luke on a table that Jesus made. So it's really, I mean, and
the kitchen table of the Holy Family, right?
Imagine that. And you think about it, it all goes back to food in a way, because when we hear
they ate?
What do they eat?
Yeah.
They had to have eaten, I would think, obviously grains and I'm trying to think of falafel.
You think they had macaroni on Sunday?
I don't think they had macaroni on Sunday.
That's a shame.
Although you think about it, Sicily has a lot of connections with the Middle East, with Palestine and the Middle East. And really, it's just a powerful testament to how important our faith and our traditions are, because without them, what are we?
Shout out to Joey Barone.
So I'm enjoying my Saint Joseph Zeppole. What do you think of it? You done already?
Uh-huh.
Mamma mia! I'm eating gingerly. So if you can't be with us tomorrow in person, I pray that you're with us in spirit. I'll be doing some videos, I'm sure, as I always do. And again, this is Angelo. Obviously, I'm Angelo. This is Angelo. I'm Anthony. And God bless you. Have a very happy St. Joseph Day.
Viva San Giuseppe.
Viva San Giuseppe. Ciao for now.